Future adrift, Arne Slot dodges questions as Liverpool faces uncertainty over Salah, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold renewals. Liverpool is going through a delicate moment, and Arne Slot's silence regarding the contract renewals of three of the team's biggest pillars, Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, is beginning to raise concerns both inside and outside Anfield. With these stars' contracts nearing their end, the club's future seems increasingly uncertain, and the manager's evasive statements only fuel fears of a potential crisis. Slot dodges and increases uncertainty in yet another press conference. Arne Slot was once again asked about the status of the renewal negotiations, and his response was blunt, but far from reassuring. Boring answer again. But we don't talk about contracts here, the manager stated, offering no concrete details about the fate of his three key players. This lack of transparency sharply contrasts with the growing anticipation among fans and journalists, who wonder if the club is losing control of the situation. Slot's refusal to address the issue directly seems to indicate that the negotiations may be more complicated than initially thought. The manager's avoidance of the topic only intensifies rumors that Liverpool could be on the verge of losing its star players. Salah, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold, all in the final months of their contracts, will be free to negotiate pre-contracts with other clubs as soon as January if the renewals don't happen quickly. Locker room impact, a bigger problem. Behind Slot's claim that he's focused on getting the best out of the squad, many see a deeper concern. The lack of assurances regarding these stars' futures could not only destabilize the team but also compromise the club's long-term plans. Salah, Liverpool's top scorer in recent seasons, Van Dijk, the undisputed leader of the defense, and Alexander-Arnold, the creative prodigy on the right flank, are irreplaceable figures in the current squad. Fans on alert. Could Liverpool lose its core? For the supporters, Slot's evasive stance may signal a lack of strategic planning by the club's management. Losing any one of these three players would be a monumental blow, but the prospect of losing all three in a short span would be catastrophic. With European giants like PSG and Bayern Munich closely monitoring the situation of Salah, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool faces the risk of seeing its stars move to other football powerhouses. Is the club truly willing to lose its backbone? That's the question looming large, and Arne Slot's silence does little to ease the tension. The clock is ticking, renewals or ruin. With time running out and January fast approaching, Liverpool must act quickly to avoid disaster. Renewing the contracts of Salah, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold should be the top priority, but so far, the club's management has failed to reassure the fans. If negotiations don't progress, Liverpool could watch its golden era crumble before their eyes. Without even a fight, the future is at stake, and the uncertainty only grows. How long can Liverpool withstand this silent tension before it leads to consequences?